Hi everyone. I guess you can hear me now. So, okay. I don't know if it's better. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Is it better? Hello. I think this was better. Okay. I think we can continue. Okay. So, just as I said, I'm seeing all this uh, low resistance liquidity run resting in here, and I'm expecting price to take it down, come into this area. Should price break below this low or trade below this low, what I would expect is for it to close fully on this fair value gap resting in here. Okay, on the weekly time frame. Okay, now let's look at the 4 hour time frame. So on the 4 hour time frame, we can clearly see this low resistance liquidity runs resting in here, where I would normally want to see price rally to sweep, and then I want to see the reaction after price has swept this low resistance liquidity runs. There's this low, and there is this other low resting in here. Okay, that I want to see what price does, if it's going to go deeper into this fair value gap resting in here. Okay, usually we have a fair value gap that overlaps with another fair value gap, a higher time frame fair value gap. We want to usually see price gyrate around this area. or consolidate more around this area, and we'll see what price does next. Okay. So for now, for those of you trading volatility 25 index, um, for now, I want to just wait and see what price does inside this area. If it breaks out of this any of these areas, then I know that it breaks outside of this, it trades close fully on inside of this fair value gap, and it breaks outside of it. I want to see what price does next. So I won't engage the market for now. I want to either wait till Tuesday and see what the market presents during the London session, then can take a decision and engage the market. Okay, so let's look at volatility 75. All right, so this is volatility 75. What's happening on the volatility 75 asset pair? Um, there's a lot happening in here. Okay, there has been a lot. If you look at it on the bigger picture, this is what you see price. I mean, being bearish, sorry, price was bearish and has been bearish all through, for the past few days. For the past days, all this area is an area of consolidation. Okay, let me zoom so that you can see what I'm trying to delineate in here. There has been a whole lot of consolidation happening right in here. Okay, and what are we normally expecting price to do? Uh, Price can do anything. Price can do anything. It's possible price does anything at all, But on the normal, what I'm expecting price to do is I still hold that bearish premise. I don't see, should price break above this high, then my bearish premise is changed. Okay, but until then, I still hold my premise that market is still bearish. Okay, so if I put my fib from this high all the way down to this low, okay, so where is the 50%? This is the 50% level. Okay, price traded above it, which means price went into premium levels, and you could see how price quickly traded back away from the premium level into the discount level. So I still hold my premise that the market is still bearish. Okay, and we are still trading inside this premium discount areas. Okay, until I see price violate this high in here, then my premise is changed. So with volatility 75, I still hold a bearish premise. So if I have any form of setup right in here, I'll be looking for more of a bearish market setup to engage the market. Okay, what do we see in here? With volatility 75 too, we can see how this fair value gap resting in here, market had been gyrating in and out of this fair value gap resting in here. There's another fair value gap resting in here, and a little tiny one in here, and another one resting in here. So price gives you more room for um, liquidity to be run if it has to look at it from the downside. Okay, but when you look at it from the upside, see there was this buy side liquidity resting above this side, which was taken by this um, price action in here. So there was a liquidity run in here, came back from this high, and then what happened during the consolidation? Price took this high as well, these highs. Okay, so there was another form of liquidity run in here. Buy side liquidity was taken from this side. Okay, and then price rallied down to also take another form of liquidity resting below this area. Okay, and when price did that, when price took down the liquidity resting below this area from this high to this low, price retraced back into this area, and you could see how price is expanding um, downwards. Okay, so we have the consolidation, a little bit of, so let's look at it from the smaller time frame. Let me choose the 4-hour time frame. Okay, all right. So I'm looking at this consolidation right in here, and this consolidation actually happened after this form of consolidation. Okay, so price consolidates, and then inside this consolidation we have price rallying to take this high, and then it takes this high as well. Okay, then what does it do? It trades downwards to take the low resting below all these areas. Now we have a consolidation, we have uh, the manipulation happening, and then we want to say we have a retracement. So now this becomes our dealing range. Okay, so from this high to this low, that's our dealing range. So if we pull a fib from this dealing range high to this dealing range low, we want to see price retrace into um, premium levels. Okay, so this is mean. Okay, price traded above the mean, and then you could see how quickly it was rejected from this high, and then consolidated right in here again, manipulated into this fair value gap, into this other block as well, and then you could see the expansion downwards. Okay, so as beautiful as that, where have we got into on the 4 hour time frame? You could see price is traded into this area, and then now we have this breaker, this forming, this this continuous this down close candle in here becomes a breaker. Okay, you may easily find price trading into the breaker fully and getting rejected, or might not even move. All right, sorry for that interruption. So you might easily find price not closing in fully on this fair value gap, and then you might want to see it continue downwards. Okay, because of this breaker right in here. All right. So as beautiful as that, that's what the market is doing. Okay, that's what the market is doing. So you may easily want to look at it from that point, and then how do you engage if you're on the 4 hour time frame somewhere right in here? You want to look at a 15-minute time frame. Okay, and you want to look at the 15-minute time frame. Let me take off the fib. uh, you may want to see a shift in market structure back to the downside. Okay, so when we're on the 15-minute time frame, I'll pick the 1 minute time frame to see market actually does the where market actually does the shift in the structure. Okay, all right, so beautifully you can see this on the 1 minute time frame. I want to see the market structure shift on the 1 minute time frame, then I conclude with the premise that price is actually seeking to sell. Okay, all right, so you engage the market when price does a structure shift on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, and it will give you more of a refined entry and a very good entry when you have the shift on the 1 minute or the 5 minute time frame. Okay, now let's go back to 15 minutes time frame. All right, so as easy and as beautiful as that, that's it with how volatility 75 is faring. So as I said, my premise for the week is still bearish, and that's my expectation for the week. All right, for volatility 75. Now let's look at volatility 100. All right. So with volatility 100, um, we can all clearly see what has transpired. If you look at it on the weekly time frame, you would notice um, what I'm seeing here as well. You know, you can see that market had some form of initial consolidation right in here. We had some form of first um, accumulation, another phase of accumulation, market swings, shift structure, and continues to trade down. So, are we saying that now um, are we trying to say that we are looking at price taking um, liquidity that's resting in here, or want to still see market continue up? All right, so this is the daily time frame. So we want to take our time and then I break the market down. This is volatility 100. Okay, so for the week, my premise for volatility 100, I'll let you know as I continue to break down the chart. You know, um, so you can clearly see how price has beautifully traded into this area. Okay, and um, we are looking at how what price did in here. Price traded in here from this high to this high to this low, and this high, which broke this structure. And price has traded into this, uh, how would we call it? Into this fair value gap. Okay, closing on this fair value gap. What I would normally expect price to do is after as price closing on this fair value gap, I'd want to see price do some form of retracement from this side to the upside. Okay, yeah, I want to see price do that because there has been a structure shift and there's been a fair value gap. So this, I leave this as my other block. This is the 8-hour time frame. Let me look at it for 4-hour time frame. Okay, let me look at it on the 4-hour time frame. Um, Good. So on the 4-hour time frame, this is what we are seeing. Price has traded into, and there's this small portion of gap that price probably might close in on. Okay, so you could see how the fair value gap in here. I want to change the color so that it becomes more visible. Okay, so you could see how clearly the color in here, see how clearly there's a small window or value gap left down here. Okay, that needs to be closed, and I probably my candle looks very huge. Okay, don't be scared. Let's look at it from the smaller time frame. Let's look at it from the 1-hour time frame. So you could see how price has traded into this on the 1-hour time frame. So we still have this pocket of fair value gap. Okay, and um, this area acting as Okay, so from this down close candle to this, so this up close candle to this down close candle, we are looking at it as the breaker. Okay, price has already touched it, and then we are seeing the fair value gap resting in here. And this consecutive down close candles, we'll look at it as our order block. Okay, so price can actually still come down into this order block before we want to see the reversal to the upside. Okay, so as beautiful as that, that's what we are expecting for volatility 100 asset. Okay, so it's a good asset pair to monitor, but then if your liquidity is not, if you don't have adequate funds for trading, uh, I always encourage that you don't even venture, don't even bother yourself trying to um, trade it, you know, because it's too volatile. Okay, the asset pair is very volatile. So that is it for volatility 100. And then for those of you who would want to engage it within the week, you may have to look at a bullish premise. If price trades below this low, then um, you cancel your whole idea and cancel your whole plan of being bullish on this market. All right, so beautifully, you would always want to also wait till the afternoon time and be taking your trades during the London and the New York session, as I always say, so that they become profitable. All right, so that's all that I have for you today. I wish you all the best in your trading and do enjoy the rest of your evening. Uh, I hope I'll see you soon. If you are new to my channel, please do well and subscribe and for more content. See you in the next video. So today was my first time trying this app for my live recordings. I know it's become better. All right, so I wish you all the best.